REKT Podcast is brought to you by Honey Miner. Want to start mining, but never had the technical skills or time? Honey Miner is the answer. Honey Miner is a one-click install mining software that downloads directly to your computer and earns you Bitcoin. No more writing scripts or configurations. Just download the desktop app and start mining immediately. What are you waiting for? Go to honeyminer.com and start earning Bitcoin while you sleep today. That's honeyminer.com, on Twitter at GetHoneyMiner, and Telegram at t.me/honeyminer.
I'm Crypto Brekkie and this is REKT. Morty, look, we're on REKT Podcast, Morty. Oh, jeez, Rick, I hate going on podcasts. Morty, don't worry, Bunchu Bets is here, and Crypto Chamber, and Crypto Chris Walken is guest hosting. Oh, jeez, but where's Cynthia, Rick? Who knows, Morty? She's either Rex, passed out like Philicone's girlfriend, or she's got kids to take care of, who knows? But now it's time to get rickety wrecked, Morty.
Hello and welcome to REKT Podcast. I am Bunchu Bets. I am alongside some very, very special people today. Least special, Crypto Chamber. How you doing?
Booyaka! I am the least respectable person on this podcast today. Holy smokes! What a lineup!
Number one in our hearts, though. You know.
Hey,
so
you know what? Even if I'm last in the hearts, I'm okay with that.
You are, according to recent Twitter polls, you are last in the hearts as well.
Yeah, no, I am. More than happy to be last today, though.
We don't have Cynthia, but we do have another special guest host. You may know him, Christopher Walken. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Glad to be back.
You are officially now our first returning guest.
I like it.
How does that make you feel? You are in the REKT record books, the REKT'd books, if you will.
The REKT'd books, yeah. Feels special.
Feels good, man.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, last but not least, the one, the only, Crypto Brekkie. How are you?
I'm fantastic, and thank you all for having me. I'm honored. I feel like Charlie Shrem right now, so this is great. How are you guys doing?
Good. We're going to put you in a karaoke contest versus Charlie Shrem after this. You can sing. Charlie Shrem can sing Linkin Park, and you can sing traditional German Christmas songs. What are your thoughts on that?
Nein, I'm atheist and libertarian, and like crypto. That no religion here, please. Well, a little bit maybe. Yeah.
Do you not celebrate Christmas still, or anything? I'm an atheist too, and I will adopt a Christmas.
Are you assuming my religion?
No, you just said you're atheist, and I said, just wondering, because I'm also atheist. I'm a big Christmas fan, though. I will steal it from the religious.
I love Christmas. There's a lot of fun that goes on with Christmas, and the eggnog is great.
Yeah,
so
it's very good. Oh,
big eggnog
right?
guy. Yeah, I was never an eggnog guy until like 2 years ago. And now I'm it's like my favorite thing at Christmas.
The trick is less ice cream and more nog or whatever they put in there.
I think it's nog.
Right, nog.
Yeah, nog.
Nog. Anyway, we are extremely excited to have you. We've been looking forward to this one for a while. I was telling people last week in our episode when we were leading up to this that we've had you booked forever, and it's just been, we've just been waiting. It's it's fantastic. So we're happy you're here. Chamber, anything you want to add before we get going?
No, I'm feeling the same way. Very excited. I've been anticipating this show for a long time now, and I think it's going to be awesome. Plus, couple that with the fact that Walken's here. Are you kidding me?
I know. That was a last-minute call.
Unreal.
Game time decision. It made my day.
Walken, it's nice to meet you finally on the internet.
It's good to meet you too, man. I'm glad.
Bringing the people together, we are. We're doing the people's work.
We
That's
are.
right. That's right. But not the Lord's work, because apparently we're all a bunch of atheists. So. But anyway, before we get started, I will just do my typical reminders. Follow us on Twitter at @rekt_podcast, on Telegram t.me/rekt_podcast. Leave us some reviews. Maybe your favorite eggnog recipe, whatever you want to do. Just get at us over there. Rate us, review us, love us, hate us, whatever. But anyway, we'll get rolling. So we always like to start this off. Walken, you've done the whole gauntlet now, so you know how the show goes. But we're gonna go for Brekkie here. Brekkie, tell us how you got yourself into this wonderful place that is crypto, and where you started, how your whole journey began, and kind of how you got to where you are right now.
Yeah, so I started in 2013. I bought a little bit of Bitcoin because I was going to live in Moscow for a little while, strangely enough, and I wanted access to some sort of monies that no one could take from me, or like if I got kidnapped and in Russia and I don't know, I didn't have access to my bank. I wanted something else. And I didn't understand Bitcoin at the time. I just thought of it as like magic internet money, and it looked interesting. And I kind of forgot about it after the crash. I basically bought it sort of near the top, which was probably like around $1,000 or something like that. And it crashed, and I became a long-term hodler, and I forgot about it. And then 2016, 2017, I started paying more attention. It was up in the news again. And from there, funny enough, I would be out and about, and I'd be getting wrecked at like a bar, and I'd open up my Coinbase app, and I'd say, what's this Litecoin shit? Let's buy some. Let's buy some Ethereum. Sounds good. And that's kind of where I started getting more and more invested. But then with a sort of run-up that happened in 2017, like everyone else, I got really excited. I started doing more research about what I didn't even know what a blockchain was when I first bought Bitcoin. So I got bit by the bug like everybody else, and I got a little wrecked along the way, but I'm still here. And then I kind of went into the social media game. I was actually on Instagram first. I didn't know about crypto Twitter at all. I hadn't even I was against Twitter. I didn't know how to use it. I didn't like it. I was like, no Twitter for me. And on Instagram, there's all these like scams, just like there's scams everywhere in crypto, and they really bothered me. And all these like kind of wannabe influencers and people who are just like, look at me in my Lambo and look how cool I am, and you should buy crypto. And so I started making these videos as a response to these people to sort of lampoon them. So from there, it kind of went in a different direction. I started making these parody videos on memes like everybody else, and then the blockchain and Morty cartoons, which people seem to love for some reason. And then now I'm not one of those like Bitcoin billionaires, obviously, but I believe in it, and it's kind of taken me away from my previous profession. I was a filmmaker, and I produce movies. And now I want to go crypto full time. So I'm about to, I think we'll talk about it later, but I'm about to host a crypto talk show. So I want to basically take all the things I did before about making people laugh during like the bear markets and exposing the scammers and kind of educating people, and bring that to the mainstream and help promote adoption. So that's how I got here. How I got to the REKT podcast is a whole nother story. But
that's awesome. Yeah, it's funny you said that about Instagram. I hate crypto Instagram with a passion. I was just talking about this on one of our shows. We actually ranked, what was it, Chamber? Crypto Twitter, crypto Instagram, or I forget. Oh,
it was Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah, it was Facebook.
It says crypto Facebook?
Yeah, and that's it's almost worse, because it's definitely worse than Twitter, because I think Twitter's got the most intellectual group of us. I'm not one of them, but other people are. But the Facebook is just like, oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure the Facebook is just the parents of the kids that got people into Bitcoin. Like my dad's on crypto Facebook, just has his own crypto Facebook podcast or something that I don't know.
I post my whale reports articles on the Facebook every now and then to people who don't know that I'm into crypto, and they get really confused.
Yeah, same thing, same with me. And then, but Instagram, all it is like, these
It's
like multi-level
confusing.
marketing schemes with like people posting pictures of thousands of dollars in a suitcase, and
invest in crypto and look at all this fiat. It's like
exactly. But that's funny, man. So yeah, like we said, thanks for sharing that. We're really happy to have you here. Why don't you talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing with the TV show and everything like that, or the talk show?
Sure. So I'm working with a small crypto fund who's kind of making a push into media, and they're big Bitcoin guys, and they're really into spreading mass adoption like me. And they love what I do, I guess. I don't know why. And they basically said, let's build a show around you. So I said, yes, where do I sign? Let's do that.
Awesome.
So I wasn't quite that focused with what I was doing, and I love working with them, and they've given me this focus and this opportunity, so I'm very grateful, and I'm very excited because, how do you explain it? It's going to be like a weekly talk show. So if you can kind of imagine that like John Oliver and Stephen Colbert and like Johnny Carson had like an orgy with Satoshi Nakamoto, that's the show that would be the baby.
Well, I'm aroused now.
Very aroused.
You should be. It's going to be really silly. I'm quite silly sometimes, but also educational and a lot of fun. There's kind of this lack of high quality content in crypto, and by that I don't mean like there's great podcasts and great YouTubers, but there's nothing with really high production value, nothing that looks like you'd see it on Netflix or wherever. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to change that. We're trying to do a show that you'll be able to watch because you love crypto, but like your mother or father who's also like crypto curious, you'll be able to bring them in and watch it, and they'll get a laugh, and you'll laugh at the inside jokes, but everyone will hopefully learn about crypto and laugh about crypto, and will spread mass adoption. So very excited. We're filming
awesome.
in about 2 weeks.
Really?
And then the pilot, and then hopefully we'll be on the air a month or two after that, but we'll keep you updated.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
That's very exciting.
Is it taped in front of a live studio audience? Because I'll be there.
I'll send you a ticket, yeah.
Perfect. Awesome, man. So that's cool. So you did mention, on your journey, you got a little wrecked. You wouldn't be on REKT podcast if we weren't going to ask you about some of your best REKT stories. And you are also, on with somebody who may have some of the most REKT stories we've ever heard. So we're going to go through both of your best REKT stories again because Walken, you were our third episode ever. So if we have any new user or new listeners, we're going to get them reacquainted with you. But Brekkie, let's hear some of your best REKT stories first.
Sure. Well, like I said, I bought the Bitcoin top, which was painful. It went from like 1,000 something down to like $200, and I was too stupid to double down. And then, kind of like everyone else, I actually, people are probably going to hate me for this, but I didn't bet more than I was willing to lose a lot of the time. So I went in on some ICOs that have, crashed and tumbled, and I've, went in on things like, I don't know, just a lot of coins that just aren't performing well now, but nothing's that bad. My one REKT story that I'm like embarrassed about is I really, really wanted to get into mining. It just seemed really cool to me. I was like, oh, you're creating Bitcoins, and now I know you're not actually creating Bitcoins. And so I was like trolling through the internet and found something called Hashflare, which is this company that does cloud mining. For those listening at home, I'm doing the quotation marks.
Yeah, and for those listening at home, Walken just left the building.
He's so disappointed with me.
I still love you, Brekkie.
I'm disappointed with me too. It's okay. But basically, you send them money, and you have like a contract to mine with them for a certain amount of time, and it's all bullshit.
So it's basically mining, just like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying? Right? It's the exact same thing.
So I'm still actually, the contracts are still valid. I think I'm still getting money, but like there's like a minimum to even withdraw your money. It's just scammy and stupid that
I got scammed on a completely separate project, but it's paying me out in the same way. You have to wait forever to hit the minimum amount to withdraw. So I've been waiting a couple of months too. So
Walken, this seems like a perfect opportunity for you to join in.
So what's funny is, like, I was going to chime in earlier, but Brekkie coming in to social media and all that because of the scammers and all that, that's basically the same thing that brought me in. And Hashflare was one of the biggest reasons why I jumped into crypto Twitter and everything, because cloud mining is one of the biggest scams in crypto, and a lot of the crypto YouTubers were just pumping the hell out of it like October, November, and people were just getting wrecked on it.
So tell people why. I mean, we might have some people that know mining. We've probably have a lot of listeners that are, starting to dabble in Honey Miner, things like that, because, they're a sponsor of our show, and, it's really easy for them to use. But tell them why something like that is better for them than something like these cloud minings, and why it is a scam.
So Honey Miner, you're actually using your hardware to mine, right? And you're just connecting to Honey Miner's pools. For all the cloud mining, you're using their hardware and you're buying contracts. And the contracts have a set length. They could be like 6 months, a year, whatever. And you can't withdraw your funds until that end of that contract's over. But what you can do is keep pumping your funds into it for more hashing power, which extends your contract, and then you never see this money, like, ever.
So how can you lose? It sounds like too good to be true.
Very easily.
Does anybody have a ref link?
Yeah, I do. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just joking, by the way, guys.
Hashflare refs.
Do not use Hashflare.
No, do not.
That's funny. But so now, just another question that I'm not sure I know the answer to. I always see people talking about, renting rigs as well. So how does that differ from both of those things?
Well, it depends on the company, right? Like, there's a lot of companies that you can rent the equipment, but it's basically like a rent-to-own basis, which is better because at the end you can actually sell the equipment. But if you're just renting the equipment, then you're basically cloud mining.
Got it. So it just depends on, who it is you're working with and what they do as a, procedure.
Yeah.
So download Honey Miner today.
Yes, seriously.
Shout out to CoinEasy or Non-Dual Randy.
Yes, definitely. Yeezy was our first ever guest, and he's a big supporter of the show. So we gave away some Honey Miner gear last week. It was a good time. So, but that's, anybody out there listening, that's why you would want to use something like that instead of, cloud mining and things like that. But anyway, all right. So you got REKT cloud mining, and now we're gonna have Walken put you to shame. Walken, give us some of your REKT stories.
I hate talking about all this crap. Yeah, I see you. If you guys could see Brekkie right now, it's hilarious. But anyway, okay. So the first big one was 2012 when I decided to probably drop 300 to 400 Bitcoin on some World of Warcraft armor. So that
reasonable.
Was one.
You still have it? You still have like the sword of summoning Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's a sad reminder. The second one was
you should go back and try to resell it to somebody as being the most being the most expensive armor ever to be purchased in the game ever.
No, believe me, I'm not the only one that did this. But so 2013 was basically the same story in Diablo 3. I probably spent another $500 or $600 on a couple of armor pieces, which that at the time probably would have equaled a couple $1,000. Well, actually, probably more than that. But then, of course, the big one was losing almost 1,000 in Mt. Gox.
That one hurts so bad. Every time I hear it.
Yeah, and that's the one that made me leave crypto for basically 2 years until I came back in 16. Started mining Ethereum.
It's not really your fault. You could keep it in a hardware wallet or whatever, but back then they didn't really have good ones. You could have kept it in cold storage, but
yeah,
it's
I should have. I had it forever.
But it's an... I guess it was a different time, now we kind of trust our exchanges, but...
Yeah. Well, no, it was because I wanted to be one of the cool kids and thought I could start trading and put it all on Gox, and boy, could I not trade.
I actually call every time I lose a trade just Goxing myself because it is totally my fault, and right, exactly. That's funny. But yeah, thanks for resharing those.
No problem. I'm here for chamber.
The only other one since then that I've heard that might top any of yours was Bitlord losing 70,000 Ethereum.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Jesus Christ.
On a polo trade gone wrong. So, but we're here to give the people the comfort and support they need to get through the bear market. The weird thing is, I don't know what's going to happen to us after the bear market, Chamber. I think that's it.
I think we have to rebrand.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so, anyway, well, that's awesome. So thanks for sharing a little bit about, yourself, your crypto journey. We also, I'm not sure if you have one here, but we also like to have the guests maybe get to know you on a personal level. Do you have any real-life REKT stories, however you want to interpret that? It can be, something personal, something funny, anything like that.
Something funny. Well, I'll tell you, I'm actually a really, really good person to be around when you are REKT and when I am REKT. Because, so we were out one night. It was me. What was it? It was a big night out. It was a fraternity. I was in one of those American fraternities, and we were all drinking. And we're at dinner, when my friend starts choking on something like in the movies, and he starts turning blue. And I am beyond REKT. I don't know if I've ever been that REKT, but somehow I got up. I calmly walked around the table. I went behind him and I gave him the Heimlich maneuver, and the shrimps or whatever was in his mouth went across the room just like in the movies. And I went back and sat down, and we kept partying, and it was great.
Wow.
So feel free to get REKT around me, and I will make sure you get home safe.
That is amazing. Brekkie is not a doctor, but he will be playing one on a crypto talk show near you, and if you're out at the bar with him, that's an awesome
amazing
story.
I'm just going to be eating shrimp around him.
Yeah, that's good.
The question is, though, were you Cypher Funk REKT?
Man, I don't know if anybody. Who was more REKT, Cypher Funk or Phil Lacone? I mean, I don't know. He looked pretty REKT in that too. So.
Yeah, he did.
Anyway, all right. So let's get ourselves to the news. Chamber, what do we got? Start us off here.
Big stuff going on here, guys. We got Elon Musk pairing it up with Dogecoin, the two behemoths of their, sectors. Elon Musk reached out to Jackson Palmer, who's, I guess, one of the bigwigs at Dogecoin, or the guy that created it.
Imagine being a big wig at Dogecoin.
I like it.
The best
You're not like
thing
a big
ever?
vig, guys. You're a big dog.
You're a big dog, exactly.
You're like the CEO of memes.
Right, exactly, that's what I mean. That's pretty awesome.
And apparently this guy's also the head, one of the head guys at Adobe. So that's interesting. I didn't know that. Anyhow, Elon reached out to him, asking him for help to get rid of these stupid Ethereum memes that we see on Twitter. Give me 1 Ethereum, I'll give you 10. So apparently Jackson Palmer wrote a script.
Like Hash Flare.
Yeah. So apparently this Jackson Palmer fella created a script, and they're going to try to implement it through Twitter, and I don't know, something might happen. If Elon's on the case, anything's possible.
So is this in the last couple weeks we've seen Doge do some things, and price wise could this
I got a whole new respect for Doge.
Could this have been leading up to that, you think? I have no idea. I'm speculating.
These tweets are pretty recent, though. These tweets are like today and yesterday.
I think we have to ask ourselves, when Mars, when Tesla? No more this moon Lambo bullshit.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And I'll be, I want to go to Mars with Elon Musk.
Do you guys get fancy license plates if you get a Tesla? Like if you drive a green car, do you get specific license plates?
It's a sticker on the side of the car, actually.
But you don't get a special license plate?
I don't think so.
Like in Canada, so in Ontario where I live, you get the fancy G. So it'll start with a G because it's green and the plate's green.
Oh,
so you get extra swag when you drive the green cars here in Ontario.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere with people making creative things that start with G if they have a green license plate. I'd be like G Unit or something like that. I'd be driving around my Tesla being the green unit,
Yeah, no,
also,
I get it.
Terrible superhero though.
The
His
green
carbon
unit?
footprint is small, yeah, but his superpowers other than that are not really great.
Yeah. I will stomp you with my carbon footprint.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. That'll play. That'll work. All right, my news story. My news story. Tezos surges 50% in a week ahead of scheduled mainnet launch on Monday. So if I still know what day it is, it's Monday now, right?
I think so.
Okay, well, Tezos mainnet launches today, I guess, or launched today. Either of you guys have any Tezos, Brekkie, or Walken?
Brekkie's got a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit. Walken, you got any?
No Tezos.
No Tezos. Me either. Do you, Chamber?
No. The only reason I know about Tezos is our fellas over at Crypto Street. Those guys have been getting wrecked with Tezos since I've been this.
Killer's having a good week, sounds like. So
yeah.
Tezos was the 8th largest initial coin offering in history, which I didn't realize it was that big. That's pretty nuts. So
and the biggest clusterfuck, right? Is that?
Yes. I don't know all the details, but
sounds bad.
Yes. So it's up over 52%. A lot of times you see these coins hit or have their mainnet launch and they kind of crash after that because either the launch is not all it was cracked up to be. It's kind of one of those buy the rumor, sell the news type things. So, but we've seen a lot of support from exchanges and everything like that. So I don't know. I feel like this one may have a different chance. But, it is a bear market and we're not really sure. But they said the launch went remarkably smooth. They tested and refined the code base working and leading up to the launch. And the foundation proposed the Genesis block. And the beta net was launched. So that's it. You can now... I'm not even sure what Tezos does. Anyone want to tell me? Nobody knows.
I got nothing.
All right. Well, thanks for playing.
They do something. I want to call it the Australian Ethereum. I don't know.
I think so too.
That sounds
okay.
right.
Is that what it
Got
is?
it. Copyright.
Yeah, I feel that's what we're calling it now. The Australian Ethereum.
Put it on a shirt. Sell them.
Tweet it out.
That's it. All right. Well, look, we usually do 3 news stories, but we have no Cynthia today, so that's going to be it for the news. We're going to have some fun here. So, Chamber, this was a new segment that we're going to do, thought of by Chamber. Chamber, you want to kick it off for us?
Yeah, well, we didn't want to waste the talents that our friend Brekkie has. So I thought it would be
take advantage of the talents.
Exactly, at a zero cost. Exactly.
Right. Go on.
I will continue. So I thought it'd be fun to, he doesn't just speak German, people. He doesn't just speak English. He can do a wide array of different accents from around the world. So my thought
Hold on, let me stop you there. I don't know if that counts as speaking the language.
Yeah, I think if you can speak English with the accent, you can speak. Like I speak Italian a lot, the mozzarella. Yeah, so
totally
that's
counts.
speaking Italian. I can speak a little French. Italian. I mean, I can offend all of the languages, really, when it comes down to it. But I think you can do a little bit better job than I can. So we're going to have you shill different coins in different accents. So I'm going to give you a coin, and I'm going to give you a country, and you shill it to me in that accent.
What is this segment called?
This segment is called Around the World in 80 Shills.
Been around the world and I can't find my baby.
Fantastic. Let's do this. We're going to edit out all the bad ones, too.
Yeah, exactly. So,
there won't be any bad ones.
No, this is going to be pure gold, people. Pure gold. So I'm going to get you to show me Bitcoin Cash in its mother tongue, Australian.
All right, Australian. Give me a second. How you going, mate? Market's treating you right? Feeling a little wrecked, are you? Well, let me introduce myself. My name's Rodney, and I've been mining Bitcoin Cash since the beginning. And I just want to say to all those blokes like Craig Wright and Roger Ver and Jihan, well, they don't represent the entire Bitcoin Cash community, and if I could feed them all to a crocodile right now, I would do that. Yes. Was that good?
That was great. I can't stop laughing. So
I thought I have a very keen ear for accents, and to me, I'm gonna have to call it out as it is. I feel like it was a little New Zealandy. I was
wow.
a little
Ooh.
bit. A little
way
bit.
Way to just insult our guest right off the damn
I'm not
bat.
from Australia. I'm not insulted. You're fine.
But New Zealand, I mean, wait, is that one of the other ones that he's supposed to do? Because I'm pretty sure.
There is a
New
slight
Zealand?
distinction between the two, apparently.
Yeah, it's hard
my
to do the
Australian
difference.
friends tell me this all the time.
The only New Zealand I know is from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, wonderful. Are we? Let me go around the room and take some roll call. Brit, Jermaine. That's my New Zealand.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I like
Have
it.
you guys seen the movies by Taika Waititi?
Of course, Taika
Oh, he's like my
Waititi.
hero.
I don't know how
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his name. He's
I
pretty
don't
good.
either.
Handsome devil.
Yeah.
What are they? I have no.
What's the vampire
What We Do
one?
in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh.
He directed
Great
the
movie.
latest Saw, the Marvel movie.
Didn't he do? What was the one where the kid was in the jungle?
Hunt for the Wilder People.
Very good movie.
Very good. Fantastic.
We're gonna
With the guy
we're gonna
from
have to
Jurassic
add a
Park.
movie- We're gonna have to add a movie segment to the show because
That one's a very good movie. I like that one a
I
lot.
feel like we talk about movies every episode.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got next for him?
All right. I totally got off track. Sorry. We're gonna
my.
Yeah,
ask
I'm like
you to
waiting
do-
for you to keep going here.
Sorry, my bad. We're gonna ask you to do a Bitcoin shill in an Israeli accent.
Israeli. You want me to do Israeli? Okay. Okay, Israeli. Hello, my name is Dan and I am from Israel. After serving in the army, intelligence and computers, I got into Bitcoin. And let me tell you why Bitcoin is valuable. Bitcoin is what we call sound money. And if you're in control of your money, no one can take it away from you. Look back to the Nazis. Not only did they steal the lives of millions of Jews and others, but they also stole the money to finance the war. With Bitcoin, this could not have happened. And control over your own money, that is powerful. So buy Bitcoin.
That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna go hit you another one real quick. Ripple in South African.
Fine. You're going to make me chill Ripple.
Wait, did you just try to pick the worst accent you could think of for this
So
one?
I
or
just
how
thought
did you come up with this?
I thought the word ripple would sound funny with the South African accent.
Okay.
That was my thought.
South African. Oh, I gotta get. Alright. South African, hey? Alright, so. You want me to shill XRP? My bookie, I can't shill XRP. I just can't do it. That's like asking a modern day South African to say that apartheid was a good thing. I can't. Please don't ask me to shill XRP, please.
Okay, I won't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I refuse.
All right. Can you show me Verge with an American accent? I know it's going to be a difficult one.
Verge with an American accent. Can I do a Southern accent?
You can do a Southern accent. You could do a
fantastic.
bro accent. You know, bros from around the world.
I like the Southern ones. They're fun.
Bros from Around the World is the worst show I've ever seen on MTV. That is.
It's MTV Late Night. It's MTV Late Night.
Bros from Around the World.
All right, what American? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
American.
Let me tell you a little about this here project called Verge and why I think it's going to be a hell of a lot bigger than Bitcoin. Well, first of all, it's got a cool name. Now I don't know about you, but I have never been wrecked by a cool sounding name, except there was that one chick named Crystal. Well, I don't want to talk about that. Second of all, let me ask you fellers, do you watch porn? No, let me stop you right there because I know that you do. Especially Cynthia, who's not here, but... well, that's the whole pitch. If you believe in porn, then you should believe in Verge, and don't worry about them hacks on the blockchain. Just forget about that. Also, people will pay for porn if the porn is good enough. If you film it, they will come. Buy Verge and make porn great again.
And by the way, thank you for confirming all of the rest of the world here. That is the American accent. That's what all Americans sound like to people from around the world.
Is that what I sound like to you?
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't
Wow.
tell. I thought you were speaking for a
It
second.
all sounds the same to me. That's
Yeah,
basically what
I
they
agree.
sound like.
I'm with you.
So me and Walken sound the same to you?
You're not
No
from the same
difference
place?
whatsoever.
Oh my goodness!
No,
No,
I'm just
Chambers
joking.
Canadian, and I'm I
Yeah.
guess a Verge.
Can't you
watching
tell by my
porn lover.
perfect
He's
accent?
Canadian?
Yeah.
I totally thought he was like a weird Minnesotan or something. I don't know.
I mean, that's. Did you say Minnesotan?
Yeah,
That's basically
Minnesota.
Canada. We take that.
close
as
enough.
is.
Okay.
We take that. We take that.
What's next? What are you gonna make me do?
All right. You know what? I'm gonna leave it up to you. I want you to show me. I want you to show me a coin in an accent you would like to try.
Yeah, but let's do. So I lived in Moscow and I learned a bit of Russian. So why don't we do something like that?
That'd be great.
We'll do like the Telegram one because they're Russian, I think.
Oh, that's right. There.
Oh yeah. Can?
Okay, Russian. I have to do Russian. Окей, здравствуйте, меня зовут Владимир, я из России, я очень нравится криптовалюта. Wait, we'll do the English, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Vladimir and I am from Russia. Unfortunately, I had to move to London to escape my government, but as long as I stick to vodka, here's some vodka. I just had some vodka, but as long as I stick to vodka and I don't drink anything radioactive, I should be fine. Now, while I have your attention, please open your Telegram app and realize that Telegram is making their own blockchain called the Telegram Open Network. And so I believe that their cryptocurrency will be very valuable. Спасибо.
How can you say no to that?
I thought the accent was so good that I didn't realize he was actually speaking Russian for the first 20 seconds of it.
Duh.
I was like, man, I am still hungover. This is bad.
I lived in Moscow for like too long. It was very cold.
Did you know any Russian before, or did you kind of just pick it up while you were there?
I studied it in college, and I wanted to live there and work there for a while. As you know, Russia is very close to Germany, so we have very close ties, except for all the wars. And then I decided that I didn't like it there. It was very cold, and my values had changed, so I moved to America. And that's where I am now.
Very cool. Chamber, you got any more for him?
That's it. I got nothing. That was better than anticipated.
The best part about that segment is it was born for Brekkie, and it will probably retire today.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
it.
Yeah,
like
that's it.
He's, I mean, unless
I lose a bet.
to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless I lose a bet or something.
So the one
I think
and only,
that should be good. If he loses a bet, he has to do one of those.
I'm all for that. We're gonna need more bets because wait a second.
No.
Actually, speaking
no,
of,
don't worry about it. Let's move past it. Let's move past
I forgot about it. You officially lost the
Damn
damn bet. So that's perfect. Guess what? You will be posting another water bet video on our Twitter account coming, I'm guessing, this week.
Give me the weekend. I'm away for a couple of days.
Well, I don't know if you control it. Your wife's going to get you whenever
it's
she
true.
wants.
She doesn't know. We have to actually spin it first, so I feel I have some breathing room. We have to do an episode where we spin it, and I'm not doing that today. I feel like we have too much of a jam-packed agenda.
That was Around the World in 80 shills. Thank you, Brekkie. That was fantastic and unique, and we'll never be doing that again because no one can top any of this.
Nah, that was quite good. That was quite good.
However, we are going to try out another first-time segment here today. We're just getting these creative juices flowing. So we're going to try to do this from now on. We're going to pick a different category every week, but we're going to call it, what are we calling it? I forgot. We're calling it Hashtag REKT.
Hey guys. Yeah, Quest? What's up? Hashtag shut the up.
So what this is going to be is we're going to put out a hashtag every week. So this week we're going to start with movies. So we're going to the hashtag will be hashtag REKT crypto movies. So what the idea is here is you're going to be, we want you to engage with us and send us your favorite play on words for movies that include, have a crypto theme. So Chamber and I wrote a bunch down. You guys, if you can think of any, feel free to join in. I had a feeling that we were going to, we have some, creative people on today, so we might be able to just fire off the cuff once we get going. But Chamber, you want to give us you want to start us off with an example?
Yeah, like I wrote down Tango and Bitcoin Cash.
It's a great movie. Now, what would that movie be about?
I'm assuming Tango is like the real Satoshi, and Bitcoin Cash is Bitcoin Cash, and they just get into like hijinks and whatnot in the Wild West. I think that'd be a good movie.
That's good. How about I got Bat to the Future, basic
Like
attention.
like basic attention token.
Yep, I got Bat to the Future.
What about Batman? That was like a low-hanging
That's
fruit.
perfect. Batman works. The other one I got. This one was just easy. There's a crypto called ELF or ELF, and I mean that does itself. It's just ELF.
I got Reservoir Doge.
Ooh.
Yes.
That one's a good one. What about Crazy Rich Asian Ethereum?
I've got Fantasia FUD. That's a good one. How about Mona Lisa Smile? That for Mona.
Mona coin.
Yeah, Mona coin.
Is the only reason you know about Mona coin from the Honey Miner? That's the only reason I know about Mona.
So I cheated and I went through CoinMarketCap and was just looking for ones that I thought I could do this with. So I saw a lot of talk of man in your Telegram group today, Walken. So there's a lot of ways you go with that. Man on the moon. I don't know. They're Ant-Man.
Walk like a man. Great.
The worst is Ant Shares Man. That's the worst.
Ant Shares Man's tough. What about Tron?
Just Tron.
Just Tron. Yeah.
That's what I
Just
got.
Tron. Storm. So you got the perfect storm, obviously.
Is that 12 angry something? But I can't figure out who's angry in all this.
I got it. It's 12 Angry Ven.
12 Angry Ven. That's what it is.
That's
what
it. 12 Angry Ven.
I had the movie. I just didn't have the coin.
How about if you want to get weird in crypto with Tom Cruise, you're going to be watching Vanilla Sky. I had another one. Lisky Business.
Ooh.
That's a good one. I like that one.
How about Shill Bill?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I like that one.
How to train your
Never-ending hodl. If you're an 80s fan.
Never-ending hodl. That works.
how to train your dragon chain.
Ooh,
Dude,
it was
Walken,
right there.
I actually had that one written down.
It was right there. I didn't see
That's
it.
a good one. That's a great one. Any more out there for you, Chamber?
I got none. I mean, that took me like 3.5 hours to come up with 4. So.
But we're gonna try to do those every week. We'll use a different topic. So we've got those next week. Maybe what should we do next week? Band names.
Yeah, band names. Yeah, I like
Band
that.
names. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Not different Band-Aids, right? Not different brands of
No,
Band-Aids.
there's only
Because
like
Band-Aid's already the brand, so I don't know.
Yeah, there's only
Anyways.
like 2 Band-Aids out there.
All right.
So, next week we will do band names. The goal is to try to see if we can get you guys engaging with us on Twitter, because you guys are probably more creative than we are. I also had Dash to the Future instead of Bat to the Future. Not as good. This one looks better on paper than it does when you say it. Wizard of Zero X instead of Wizard of Oz. And then did I say some?
It's a visual joke.
Yeah, that one's a visual. Did I say some like it hot?
Like hot? Like
Yeah.
HOT?
Yeah, that's a good one. But
Not bad.
it's the same name as an actual movie, so it leaves a lot to be desired. But
The perfect storm.
yeah, didn't I say that one? You're just copying ones I
don't
said
know.
already.
I don't know.
What about Perfect Storm?
How can I forget that one? Jeez.
No, I'm not going through CoinMarketCap as we speak.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, cool. So, Brekkie, now that you've got some time to hear that, when we tweet these out, I want to see some extra ones from you, because I have a feeling you'd be good at this.
I've got memes for days.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up with some too.
All right, good, cool. So we're probably going to end up doing these on our solo shows, but we figured you guys would be good to start the trend with. So now we're going to go to one of our favorite segments here, Rapid Fire. So the Rapid Fire, we're going to go. Typically, we kind of go non-crypto related here to let the guests or the listeners know a little bit more about the guests. So we're going to do this with both of you today. Some of these Chamber and I have already answered, but Brekkie, we'll start with you. What was the first altcoin you ever purchased?
Ooh, either Ethereum or Litecoin. I can't remember.
What about you, Walken?
Yeah, it was Litecoin.
Litecoin. You guys are Big
Boring.
Satoshi like guys.
No, I was on Coinbase. That's all I knew.
There was only 3 choices.
That's it. Chamber, you're a big Coinbase guy.
Yeah, big fan. Big fan.
Big
Keep
fan.
doing your thing, Coinbase.
All right, Brekkie, what is your favorite breakfast food?
Oh, avocado toast, of course.
Avocado toast.
Also, I'll share a little secret. I post about avocado toast all the time, but I just do it to make fun of like the hipsters. I don't actually love avocado toast. It's good.
Pretty
but,
gross.
like,
I tried it.
Yeah, it's,
I didn't see what the big deal. I didn't see what the fuss was about.
It's just avocado and toast, right?
I thought it was going to be
basically.
like this special mixture where, like when you mix a bunch of different drinks together and then it tastes like an iced tea. Like I thought maybe that's maybe like
you mean
avocado
a Long
toast.
Island iced tea?
Yeah. Is that what they're from?
They call that a Saskatchewan iced tea.
That's exactly.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And it's frozen
Saskatoon
solid.
iced tea, actually.
That's funny. Walken, what's yours?
I'd probably say a bacon jalapeno cheese omelet.
Wow.
That sounds good.
That's specifically
jalapeno
delicious.
Cheese. Yeah.
What kind of cheese?
Pepper jack.
Oh, so you like it spicy? You're a spicy
I like
guy?
spicy food. Yeah.
All right. I'm such a bitch when it comes to spicy food. It is unbelievable. Oh my god, medium salsa is too hot for me. So.
That's
but-
too bad.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the guy that eats hot wings for T-shirts.
Ooh.
Well, I also do that. I do that too because I just need free T-shirts. But
And then you cry on the toilet
Are you going to
later.
Vegas?
It's on the table still. It's a possibility. I'm talking
Go
to
to
the Honey
Vegas
Miner
for
guys.
World CryptoCon and let's eat some spicy wings. Let's do like a contest. We got to do
Oh
that.
man, I'd be down for that. That'd be
We'll
good
bring
for Twitter.
Bunchu and Chamber also.
sponsored by REKT Podcast. we'll get the T-shirts made.
Yeah, before and after.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the like Rocky movies where like the 2 gloves beat, but it's 2 chicken wings like smashing together. I like that.
Yeah. And then we'll take pictures of you guys before and after, and
Yeah.
it'll be like the meme where it's before crypto and after crypto. That'll be you guys.
I like that.
And then, all right, let's see what else do I got here. How about Brekkie travel bucket list destination?
I want to go to Thailand and Tibet and meditate on a mountain one day, like in the movies. And I've actually never been to Vegas, so that's coming up soon. I'm really
that'll be
excited for
fun.
that. Yeah,
Aren't you on the West Coast?
yeah. I'm kind of scared of Vegas. That's why I
Fair
haven't
enough.
I've been
I
to
don't wanna get
Vegas
too wrecked.
too many times.
Vegas is overrated.
No, it is not. It is properly
I mean, it's
rated.
appropriately rated, I should say. No, it's appropriately
It's
rated.
just rated. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You're canceled.
Bunchu, I heard you on the last podcast talking about how much you love Vegas and you were jealous of somebody going there or something. This is a lie.
I love Vegas. I'm saying it's not overrated. It is, I think it's appropriately rated because there's a lot of hype around Vegas. So, but I've been to Vegas 6 times, I think, and I will probably go back 6 more. And yeah,
See, I go to Vegas
every time.
I go to Vegas once a year, typically, and it's right after the holidays, right after New Year. So you kind of had some time off, and then basically my first work thing is to go to Vegas for like 5 days.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
worst. It's
That's
the worst.
rough.
I hate it. It is. You gotta like work. Like don't get me wrong. You're in Vegas.
Well,
it's
yeah,
kind
but
of fun,
if you're
but
in
it's
Vegas for work, it's a lot different.
it's a lot different,
You
and I
wouldn't
hate
wanna
it.
be
And I
there.
come back and I cry and I cry.
That's like if you, I don't even know what it's like. It's just if you're.
I haven't been.
working-
I haven't been for fun. I've only been for work.
Right, that's
think
what I
I've
mean.
been, like,
So if you're
8 times
working in
for-
Vegas and everybody else is in Vegas having a great time, you're gonna feel like a major league loser.
I'm not a big gambler either, though. So I'm like, I don't see what the pull is for me.
Then
I'm
just
gonna
stay in
if I want to
Canada.
lose money, yeah, exactly. You're gonna
Stay in Canada. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna go to the Rockies.
All right, Walken, what's yours?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
I've never been there, and I'm a huge import car guy, and that's like the freaking mecca. So I've seen so many damn YouTube videos. I'd love to actually go to a real meet there.
All right, I'll just fire this one back at you. Then, what would be your dream car?
So
I assume that means non-Lambo, correct?
no, it would be one of the new GTRs.
GTRs. I'm not a huge car guy, so I'm not really sure what that is, but
Sounds fast.
sounds
It
real
is,
fast.
yeah.
Brekkie, you got a dream car?
There's a 1976 Ferrari Dino that I love. It's just beautiful. Probably shit to drive. And then I want the new Tesla. Elon was talking about it on the podcast about it, like dancing to Trans-Siberian Orchestra and doing all this crazy shit.
And 0 to 60 in like a second. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's a fun machine. It's not a car.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They used to call me the fun machine in college, but how about, let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, how about Brekkie, favorite superhero?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think I gotta go with Iron Man, because like I like to think that maybe I could like learn new skills like coding and all these like things that I haven't been able to done. And when Tony Stark is like, no, sorry, I take that back. Fuck you, Tony Stark. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is my favorite superhero.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's the real life Tony Stark.
That's funny.
Do you think he's a superhero, like on the DL? You know?
Yeah, he's got the ability to regrow his hair.
Just think,
that is a great ability. I'm still working on mine.
He's working to like save the world, I think, and I think that's like kind of where it counts. Like he's not motivated by the same things that most people are motivated by. So,
are you a big Elon guy at Chamber too?
I am a big Elon guy. Yeah. I love the fact he got a little bit of a backlash when he was on the Joe Rogan show last week or the week before.
That at all, but
I thought that was pretty cool. He had a great like 3-hour interview. And you know, smoking pot didn't do anything to make it worse or better. Maybe better.
Walken, what's your favorite superhero?
Oh, it's Batman, easily. Like, since the first movie in freaking, like, what was it, 1989? And I think I was Batman for Halloween, like, 4 times as a kid, so, yeah.
Are you the Batman dad on YouTube?
I wish I was. That dude's amazing.
That guy is pretty good.
Exactly what he would
trash.
Say.
Wait. He needs to shill BAT in the Bane voice.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead, Walken.
Oh, Jesus. I haven't done the Bane voice in forever. Oh, my God. Put me on the spot.
What was the Batman voice then?
Batman? What do I need to shill?
Basic attention token.
Get the Brave browser.
If you're going to use a browser, make sure it's bad.
Yes. Oh, this is
That's
great.
gold. This is gold, people. This is a free podcast.
And that's where we should probably leave those questions for sure. We ain't topping that.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. I did, however, used to listen to this radio show, and they would debate all the time whether Batman was technically even a superhero because he really didn't have any superpowers. Would you care to debate that, Walken?
Yeah, technically not a superhero though.
See,
he's really not. He's rich and he knows kung fu.
Yeah, Iron Man, Batman, those types are.
Are we still talking about Elon Musk? I bet you he knows kung fu.
He definitely knows kung fu.
All right, now we're going to go into word association. So I'm going to give you guys some words here, and you're just going to both at the same time yell out the first thing that comes to your head. Ready? Satoshi Nakamoto.
Not Craig Wright.
The king.
Walken, the king. All right. Bitcoin Cash.
Shitcoin.
Garbage.
Crypto Twitter.
Crypto Brekkie.
Shit posting.
That's a little. That's the ego right there that we need. ICO.
Exit scam.
Fake. Oh.
I like just the
The sound.
just the sound.
Yeah. If they could have seen what I just did.
BitMEX.
REKT.
Degen.
CNBC.
Counter trade.
Counter trade is good.
I hate them.
Yeah, there you go. FOMO.
REKT.
Noobs.
Let's see what else I got. Roger Ver.
Not Satoshi.
Schmuck.
Accurate. That's an accurate term.
I'm telling you, Chamber, we have lost every chance that we're ever going to get Roger Ver on this show.
Yeah, I know. It
keeps getting deep. We keep digging ourselves a deeper and deeper
I would
hole.
say 80% of the shows have some sort of negative Roger Ver tone.
It only takes one, though, you know?
It does.
We could get them for one show and behave ourselves. All right, that's our REKT Rapid Fire. Thank you guys for playing. Now we are going to give you an update on the REKT index.
Brutal, savage, REKT.
Chamber, take it away.
Well, it's actually doing pretty good. No, that's mine. We want ours. Mine's no good.
Yeah, I now have 0.01 Bitcoin.
Yeah, ooh, this is not nice. So we are up in BTC value, a nice 4.5%.
Wow.
Which is pretty good, considering. Up in Ethereum value, 87.2. And then
RIP Ethereum.
Yeah, RIP Ethereum. I keep buying that shit, though. That's a deal. $200 Ethereum, you kidding me right now? Anyways,
not if you're walking, shaking his head.
No,
over there.
don't get me started. Anyways.
Hold on. If you remember, walking on the purge segment, he purged Ethereum.
You purged Ethereum?
He did. It's okay. Scams pump the hardest.
Remind everybody why you purged Ethereum.
Well, basically because the ICO's capitulating, like they've done.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
still
in
scared.
June. That was in June. He said that, and
he was bang on.
Yep, pretty.
We are down though, 15.5% USD.
But
whatever. We're Bitcoin rich bitches.
We are.
That's all that matters.
We are Bitcoin 4%.
Yeah.
Flip shit coins for Bitcoins. That's it.
Oh my goodness. So what's leading the way for us?
We are crushing it. I don't remember. You always know these things. Who recommended Quant?
I think that was a fungus.
That was a
pick.
fungus. There was a fungus among us, and he gave us a great pick. We are up in Ethereum Valley because we bought this one on IDEX, 540%.
Wow,
not bad.
That still must be worth what, 0.02 Ethereum?
That's right, exactly. In for a penny. And we are up in USD. We're up 341%. So
on
not bad.
Jeez.
On Quant.
All right, let's. What's below the chamber line?
No, everything else? No. Ethereum Classic, Vert.
Wait a second. Ethereum Classic was a walk-in pick.
Yeah. That's okay. It was the time. It was the time of the season. But down at the bottom, we're gonna make. Who was XDNA?
That was me.
Oh, okay. This is where I'm gonna start hitting.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. There will be a moment
man.
soon.
That's a long term.
For those folks out there who are watching us on BitTube, we actually get paid for every view that's on BitTube. It's quite ingenious. We are. So I'll give you an idea. That tube money that we've received from very, very few watches takes up 0.17% of our portfolio. XDNA now takes up 0.4% of our portfolio. So we basically just have to 2.5x our viewership on Tube
to get back to normal.
We will be.
Yikes.
Yeah, we'll be above XDNA. So I'm waiting for Tube to surpass XDNA in portfolio value.
Just wait. We'll revisit next year. Just wait.
Yeah. No. Hey, that's a long-term hold. We get it. We
We will be holding it next year because I ain't selling it now.
Yeah.
That's for darn sure. Brekkie,
I'm waiting for the flippening.
Brekkie, you got any favorite projects out there that you would like to add to the REKT index?
Yeah, we got to get 3 from you. Yeah, let's get some real. Yeah, we got to add you to the list of people we either blame or praise for our success.
But I've got ones that you can't buy yet that I'm keeping an eye on.
No, I gotta give us a couple that we could buy on exchange.
Okay.
Give us 2 you can buy and then say the other one.
Yeah, and then say the other one.
What's his one?
Now I'm curious.
The other one's Definity. You guys know Definity?
I've heard of this.
Yeah, they sent me this cool T-shirt. I'll show it to you.
That's a cool T-shirt.
How
T-shirt.
many wings did you eat for that?
No wings.
0 wings. Wow.
But I don't know. They're funded by Andreessen Horowitz and Polychain Capital, and they're like a blockchain-based cloud computing project. So it sounds interesting. I don't know yet. What else? People give me shit for it all the time. I'm a fan of EOS. I know it's had a lot of problems, but I'm still excited to see what they do, and I think the price is really good right now.
I'm with you.
Cynthia loves EOS. She'll go toe-to-toe with anybody on EOS.
Good.
I'm not opposed to EOS. I like EOS.
I'm for it. We don't own any in our portfolio.
No, we don't. So we'll have to add that.
You need
one.
the exposure.
There you go.
What else? Stellar.
Ooh, some lumens.
Yeah, it's really low right now, and so when I look at projects, I'm not that technical, but like I like to invest in projects where I know the people, and I have a very smart friend who just built a project on Stellar, and I was like, why Stellar? And he gave me the whole pitch, and he's a friend of mine, and I believe him. It's another thing, actually. I wanted to show his project really quick, but it's called Nucleo, and Bunchu. I think you should look. Maybe Chamber. Who's the one who's always wrecked? Sorry,
Chamber.
It's definitely
Chamber.
Bunchu.
Yeah, sure.
So Chamber
Yes, sir.
with Nucleo, you can find it at nucleo.fi. Basically, it's
let me write
social
this down
banking
here.
on Stellar. So you can
Okay.
like generate lumens, but you also basically like will follow people who have exposed where they're putting their money. So like you can see like Crypto Brekkie has this project and this project and this project, and he's up 20%, and you get a notification like I think when I make a trade. So
I like this.
If you're lazy
I like this.
or REKT, I think it's cool.
I'm
So
both.
Stellar, you're both.
Hey, I wonder if we could sign the REKT podcast up and have the REKT the index for everybody.
You could have it on
That's
there.
interesting.
I'll put you guys in touch later.
Sweet.
All right.
And then one more. You guys know CoinX? You know that exchange?
I think so.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
They're funded by Bitmain, and I think they're like a subsidiary via BTC. So they're like the BCH guys, which I don't really like, but they have some. Basically, you get dividends by holding their exchange token. So like I bought a whole bunch before, and now like I get Bitcoin just by holding it, because every time someone trades Bitcoin, you get whatever's being traded. So that's also super cheap right now, and I'm thinking about doubling down because I'm wrecked.
Join the club.
But who knows? Like I think Bitmain they fucked up with the whole like BCH bet, but I don't think they're going anywhere. So
Correct.
who knows?
Yeah, awesome, man. So that's going to wrap us up for all the segments and stuff we had. I want to definitely give you guys both time to, talk about any projects you guys are working on, where people can find you, everything like that. Walken, let's start with you.
All right, yeah. So for those that don't know, I am the community manager for Honey Miner. So you can always find me in the Honey Miner chat. You can find me on Twitter at CryptoChrisW, Crypto Christopher Walken. And I also have my Telegram channel, Proof of Walken, that you can come see me at as well. And of course, Well Reports, which Brekkie's also on. Good segue.
Yeah, well, we are. I am Whale Reports born as well. So
Yep.
shout out to those guys, Yeezy, Icebergy, Father of Bags, who edits all my crappy, terrible.
I'm
grammar.
functionally illiterate, so I can't go on with
Me too. I can't read or write. I just talk into my phone, and then Father of Bags just edits it for me. But yeah, so shout out to Whale Reports. We love those guys over there. And then, cool. What about you, Brekkie?
So make sure you watch all the Blockchain and Morty episodes, which
No, for
Have you
real,
all
watch
watched
those episodes. Like,
Wait, have you all watched the 20-minute one yet? You've watched the 20-minute one? Walken, have you?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I
Now
made my
I've been
wife.
waiting
I
on
made
it.
my wife watch it. Like,
Yeah.
like this is good. I said,
Thank you,
like, I don't
guys.
even know
I've
what Rick
watched
and
it
Morty's
twice
about.
now too, and now I can also see, based on that episode, why you are Tony Stark guy. You just want that. You want the suit that he's wearing.
Yeah, he does.
So watch Blockchain and Morty, catch up on those. You can find me on Whale Reports. I do some funny stuff, like I have a blog called Shit My Dad Says About Bitcoin.
I read that one. That was good.
Yeah,
Thank
those are
you.
good.
I got another one coming out soon. And then finally, my talk show. You can find us on Twitter for right now. It's at This Week in Crypto. That's THIS.
Is that with a Z?
No, I just can't pronounce it.
This week.
This week, N, like the letter N, crypto.
Okay. We'll make sure to put that in the show notes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Dankeschön, guys.
What about Instagram?
Instagram, I'm at Crypto Breakfast. You can find me there. And on Twitter, I'm also at Crypto Brekkie, like the Australian breakfast. BREKKIE.
Where'd the name come from? Curious.
Oh, that's a good story. So with the run-up in 2017, my roommate and I, we would always like wake up and check the prices and talk about crypto and get coffee. And one day he texts me, crypto breakfast? And I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
Awesome.
So I went out and filmed my first video, and the rest is history. I'm sort of rebranding to Brekkie von Bitcoin. That's my full name.
Makes sense.
Nice.
But you can
So you're
still follow
doxing
me.
yourself, essentially?
Yes, I'm doxing myself. I come from a long line of Austrian economists.
Yes. Deep
So
lineage.
wait, when you're hosting this show, will you be Brekkie von Bitcoin or?
Yeah, I'd be Brekkie.
Nice.
It's too hard to like explain to everyone the story of why are you Crypto Breakfast? That's not a real name.
That's a food and
So-
a thing.
So Brekkie is the name.
Very cool. That's awesome. So go find everybody there. Obviously, you guys are awesome. We thank you so much for coming on. I want to chill something for 1 minute.
That's not
you know,
allowed. I'm sorry. I can't allow that.
The theme of this show is that I am the degenerate gambler, and so my brother and I are big poker players, and we decided that we want to try to get a monthly crypto poker game going. So we are going to actually host one on Sunday night through a cool platform called Crypto Poker Club. And it's going to be a really small buy-in. So we're going to play for, it's literally comes out to like $7 or $8 to play in the tournament. We're going to try to get as many people from Twitter as we can, try to make it a monthly thing, and just kind of have some fun with it. So
Even I can play in that.
dude, that's what I'm saying.
I can lose
super
$7.
easy. That's what I'm saying. Just
$7.
low stakes. It's more to be casual
Well,
and kind of get people chatting, and because there is definitely a whole crossover of people who like to gamble, play poker, and people who are into Twitter. So we were like, hey, why don't we check this out? So the people over there are really cool. They're giving us a private room. So it's a private tournament, so we can have as many people as we can, and so if that's something that you're interested in playing in, it is going to be on Sunday evening at 7:30 Eastern time. And if you want in, just shoot me a message on Twitter or Telegram at Bunchu Bets, and we'll get you the password for the room, and that'll be that. So if you guys like to play poker and aren't doing anything Sunday night, come play with us. But that's it, and that's all I got. Anyone else want to say anything else before we go? Chamber?
Nah, man.
Nah, you good?
I'm good.
You good, baby. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate having you. And until next time, don't get wrecked. And that is financial advice.